bad. You know I'm fucking tag. The man I get, I swag when I surf. Now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this. Okay, I pull up in the club with a pocket full of bags. Big stupid friends like I'm wrapped up in saran. Swag super cool, blowing strong like a fan. And my chain shining hard, it just gave my neck a tan. Pockets on Popeye 'cause they swole off that spinach. Peachtree swag, you can call me Mr. Lennox. Bottles in my hand, putting on just like cable. Surfing off the sand like a surf. Yeah, it's like the surf. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. Now watch me swag. Okay. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. Now watch me swag. Okay. Swagging in the club, you gon' see me throwing money or catch me with a bad chicken, all phrases flying, soft drinks. We gon' blow them up inside it when we rolling. They got it, I'm gon' drink it up. I'm always wearing polo, I'm rap pouring mascot. Cake on debit, I don't hesitate to cash out. St. John Stevenson, the black and blue jag out. Pockets on hell time, I'm always bringing bands out. Exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm swag, I'm swag, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm swag, I'm clean like this detergent. When I hit the club, it's like I gotta catch a wave. Boogie board, shawty got me surfing off the stage. Got me something like a headed power. I'm surfing like I'm auto 'cause I got that rocket power. Take it, take a camera. Flash screen, shawty, man, I'm surfing like the channel. Paper towel money, man, I'm all about my clout. And I'm screaming cowabunga.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been 60 years since the Broncos and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60, and we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the NFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this is a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. He's got the ladder for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. Welcome back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dalvin. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
18 yards on the play. That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up second.
Off the play fake. Nix. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3. Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on third and 3.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State is Jaleel McLaughlin. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Nix to the air. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Tackled just shy of the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And when he's the centerpiece of the offense, they're taking a backseat to his teammates. Offense is always up to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Prescott. It's a shovel pass, and it's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll run a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now it's Nix. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for his head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the coach what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think of the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
At the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Finds this tail end Ingram. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will touch him down the line before he gets the first.
A gain of 36 yards. That's good for Broncos. First
to the 30. He broke the tackle there, but couldn't get much further. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Off the bootleg. Here's Nix. And that will be complete to Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Only a yard down to keep them, and that's all they needed. First down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
To throw. Here's Nix. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And they get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Again, Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
That's another Broncos first.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. That's taken in by Franklin. So no gain on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
For the Broncos field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Just past 1 man. They're able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Prescott now. They'll set up the screen. This is where it is. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 yard. First down, Dallas.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to hit his target lane. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Brings up 2nd and a
So
yard.
from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10.
Throwing Nix. That's complete. It's Josh Riley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
Off the bootleg. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. It's a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to the air with Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And that's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st down, Dallas.
Prescott yet again. Screenplay set up for Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Up the middle, it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
He was taken down.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now Prescott. This is caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Nix. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made appear as a normal win, but of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott off play action. His throw incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Now again up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They got to focus on standing with double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
First down, Cowboys.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
And I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him.
At the 16-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's third down.
Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be fourth down.
Opry on for the Cowboys field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And now a little across the 25 to the 27. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut off for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On second down, here's the option. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play action. Here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield. They need 2. Here's third down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and that'll give him a new 7 downs.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Broncos first down.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
The give is to McLaughlin. And he's into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Julian McLaughlin, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Looks good on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Pick up with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 50.
Prescott now from the 50. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Denver's offense now set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the shotgun now, here's an inside deal. They regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A carry for the Broncos. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Nix to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And we will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw. Here's Nix. Now he's going to step. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Here's 3rd and 10.
Nix sacked. A loss of 2 yards.
Looking to throw. Nix. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So, Charles, they get to him with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth. Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive first and 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. To throw is Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Prescott. And this is incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Prescott down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert. His second touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And Martin, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Broncos 20.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Defended by DeRon Bland.
Here's McLaughlin. And he's able to plow through up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
incomplete. Now he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Well, now only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
32-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Singleton off the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one is incomplete.
Complete play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. It turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, Nix. The kicker here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now run, it's McLaughlin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down.
They'll go play action with Nix. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
38-yard line.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And it follows blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Kyle points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout takedown with 1:55 remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And take it into the end zone for the Denver score. Cortland Sutton, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off on a 14-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Solid return, pretty good field position, and a start at the 32. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 10, a minute 46 to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. And he knocks the ball away and falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for the first time. It's Tyler Bidet. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. 1 play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's complete to Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 34.
Gain of 16 yards.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Dak. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds. Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Dak. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
23 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
To throw, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
Here's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's the tight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 say it, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, Dave? It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time. And in the city, it's a pity because we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, D? Tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky, huh? When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, phone keep ringing, cause I make up a rhyme. I'm not bragging, people nagging, cause they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think they're going too far. A girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. Then he dissed her and dismissed her, now she's shocking Jay. I ain't lying, girls be crying, cause I'm on TV. They even bother my poor father, cause he's down with me. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. How is that? Tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. We don't use assume on your own. They offer and lots, but we just leave it alone. It's like that, y'all. But we don't quit. You keep on rock, shock, cause this is it. Bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when them in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall as Shaq now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down.